Now, if one of your goals is to grow your own food this year, then this video is definitely for you. In today's video, we will be sharing the top 10 easy crops for absolute beginners. Now, growing your own food doesn't have to be complicated. These crops will be able to give you confidence in no time. And at the end of the video, we will also be sharing some tips on how to increase your chances of success. So make sure that you watch until the end. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Now, starting a garden can feel overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be that way. You can actually start your gardening journey with radishes. Radish is one of the easiest, fast-growing crops that makes it perfect for absolute beginners. The good thing about radishes, you can actually start them in containers. They can be grown in containers, and you can actually get a harvest within 30 days. I still remember the time when I started my gardening journey with the radishes. It was an absolute joy when I harvested my radishes after 30 days. So if you are an absolute beginner and you want to start your gardening journey, you can definitely start growing radishes, and you can even start them in containers. Now, leafy greens is another fantastic crop for absolute beginners. Now, this category includes crops like arugula, baby spinach, kale, pak choy, and one of the staples of any South African garden, Swiss Chard. Now, these crops are not only versatile in the kitchen, they are also easy to grow and quick. They are quick growing crops. Yeah. And what makes these crops so beginner friendly is the fact that they are quick growing crops and they do not require a lot of space. Now you can grow them in containers, window boxes, or even in small garden spaces. Now, extra bonus is that these crops are cut and come again crop. Now, cut and come again crop means that you can cut and they will come again. You can cut and they will come again, and which means that you can get a continuous harvest from just one plant. Now, when I started my gardening journey, I remember I started on a balcony and I started off with some leafy greens in growing in containers. And it was a fantastic way for me to learn the growing patterns of leafy greens and just to get confidence of how to grow crops as a beginner. So leafy greens is definitely one of those crops that are perfect for beginners and will be able to give you harvest in a small space of time, and will also allow you to actually get a continuous harvest. Now, herbs is another excellent choice for beginners. Now, like leafy greens, they are easy to grow, compact, and perfect for container gardens. Now, the beauty with herbs is that you can grow a variety of herbs in just one container. For example, I'm currently growing some rosemary, thyme, and sage in one container. So herbs also loves to be harvested. So the more you cut or prune them, the more bushier it will become. In addition to that, in the fact that you can get a continuous harvest from herbs is that it will also bring some amazing flavor into your kitchen. So herbs is also a perfect crop that will be ideal for beginners and that are perfect for containers and can give you also multiple harvests. Now, which is also another excellent crop for beginner gardens. It is compact, it's perfect for small spaces, and you can even grow them in containers. I recently planted some of my bush beans in a growing bag, and they were very productive. So if you are a beginner gardener, you can definitely also start with bush beans. They are compact and they will give you an abundance of harvest in a very short space of time. And when it comes to fruiting crops, zucchini and determinate tomatoes are also beginner-friendly crops. Now, zucchinis grow quickly and produce abundantly, making them an excellent choice for those who want high yield with minimal effort. Determinate tomatoes, on the other hand, are compact and don't require as much pruning or support as indeterminate varieties, which makes them easier to manage for first-time gardeners. These crops thrive in containers or garden beds, and with proper care, you will be enjoying fresh, delicious harvests in no time. Now, the tips for success, I will recommend that you choose up to 3 or 4 plants from the list that we have provided. The last thing you want to do is to get overwhelmed and start with a lot of crops. So even if you start with 1, 2, up to 4 crops will be perfect just to get your confidence and get an understanding of how to grow these crops. So starting small is ideal. It will allow you not to get overwhelmed, and these quick growing crops will give you confidence in no time. Another tip is make sure that you do not overwater or underwater. So before you water your plants, make sure that you do the finger test by placing your finger in, if it is dry or feel moist, up to the first knuckle of your finger. Then if it's dry, then you can water. If not, then you can hold off watering. But overwatering and underwatering is equally problematic when you are growing your plant. And the last tip is just have fun. Gardening is a process. There's no one size fits all approach. The idea is to have fun and do not get overwhelmed. If there are pest issues, if you have experienced failure, it's just part of the journey. So if you are also a gardener and you feel like you do not have sufficient time, I've made a video of low maintenance crops. You can click here and check out that video. And if you have currently a lawn and you're thinking, oh my goodness, how am I going to convert your garden? You can also check out another video where I show how I converted a portion of my lawn into a garden. So these will help you to actually start your gardening in 2025. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you found value after this video. Now, if you're a seasoned gardener, feel free to drop in the comments some other crops that you think will be ideal for beginners. But thank you so much for all the people that have subscribed to the channel. Thank you so much and welcome to the Veggies and Herbs community. You are awesome and you are much appreciated. Thank you so much. Keep on sowing and growing.